Okay, let's give this a shot. It's Tom Lesher with the Weekly Pele Report. And today is June 1st. Very significant day in the lives of many people. And I'm not in Hawaii right now. I'm in Auburn at the confluence where two rivers come together. Very appropriate for the solar eclipse happening in the sign of Gemini, the twins. Two rivers flowing together into one on their way out to the great ocean, the great mother of all. But I'll get to that solar eclipse in a second, because first of all I want to say I am doing a workshop in Nevada City, California this weekend if you're available, and then I'm going up to Seattle next weekend. I'm doing a relationship workshop there, and then on to Vancouver and Vancouver Island after that. Because I'm doing these workshops because we still have this overall pattern going on of Saturn moving through the sign of Libra from October of 2008 until October of 2012, which is that we're all getting adjustments, awareness, tests, little bit of karma in our relationships and through our partnerships, yeah? So it's a real good time of seeing your shadow, what's unconsciously motivating you, moving you, and creating some things in your life that you may not necessarily want. You know, it's a good time to be getting a view of those through your relationships and through everything else, because right now it's raining on my computer. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this is just ridiculous. I got to get back to Hawaii, but I want to continue talking and telling you about what's going on now, because the solar eclipse, this is exactly perfect for the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is a time when the moon comes between the earth and the sun, and it blocks out solar rays from the sun. And those solar rays, basically it creates a break in the sheath of the Earth's aura, wherein external galactic and cosmic energies can then enter in. So every 6 months we have these eclipse cycles, and it's a time of where the souls that are going to incarnate into bodies for the next 6 months, they all rush in at this time of the eclipses. And it's not only souls who wish to incarnate, but it's also cosmic galactic energies and forces. So it's seen as a time of chaos, a time where something new, something unexpected, like freaking rain in my Pele report, you know, but I mean more than that, far more significant than that. There can be major changes in your life. This is happening in the sign of Gemini, 11 degrees, and you know, as I spoke of before or in my written report, this has to do with an opening up. And there's a new potential, a new possibility, some virgin territory, virgin fields that are open for us to explore and to create within. But here is the trick, and here is the lesson for Gemini. In the old paradigm, in the old ways and in the old days, we were seen as being powerful, seen as being strong or successful or secure if we could dominate, if we could, just dominate nature, control nature, fight nature in a way, and build our castles or build our houses on the top of a mountain where the snow and the rain are going to blow them away, almost like sticking our nose up to Mother Nature. However, the new paradigm is, it's this new time of envisioning and creating something new, but the new paradigm is that we're going to judge our power and our success not so much by interfering or intervening or mastering nature, so much as our ability to adapt, to listen, to cooperate, and to live within the larger context, the larger environment. So this is Gemini, and this is the solar eclipse of Gemini. It's a time of envisioning, but not like impressing and obnoxiously, showing our, ourselves, as much as integrating and feeling into the situation. Can be a very good time. This can be a very good time, particularly leading up to the lunar eclipse on the 15th. Oh, and actually, I did an hour-long radio interview yesterday that's on, what is it? lawofattractionradio.com or something. And I go into these eclipses, June 1st, the lunar eclipse on the 15th, and the solar eclipse on July 1st. I go into it in that hour-long interview in depth. If you're interested, you can check that out. But for now, this week is very important because it's kind of the kickoff. It's the start, and it's good to get a good start with this particular situation. Saturday, Jupiter goes into Taurus for a year. Yeah, from this June until next June, we've got this Jupiter going through Taurus, and in particular, I want to mention in this week's report Friday night and Friday, because this moon, we got this new moon and this eclipse happening. Today on the 1st, and then through the weekend, then the moon moves into Cancer, and this moon in Cancer is going to square Uranus and square Saturn and oppose Pluto, all on Friday, and it's a very intense time. And I'm going to say that intensity has to do with, again, it's this shift in the paradigm. In the old days, to be mature in the old paradigm was to be in control and to be objective and to discipline yourself and not feel your feelings but get the job done and not be so babyish or personal or cry about this, that, or the other thing, but to really suppress, deny, and avoid our feelings. Well, we have a chance to make up for this on Friday and Saturday as the moon moves into Cancer here and opposes these planets, because in the new paradigm and in the future, what we want to do is understand that to be a responsible, wise elder is to be there for the inner child, to respect, to honor, to protect, and to listen to our fears and our feelings and our past, and incorporate this inner child and these inner feelings into our decisions, into our processes, and into the structures that we create in our families, societies, belief systems. I hate to say religions because I prefer spirituality to religion. That puts God on the inside. Religion puts God on the outside, but that's another Pele report. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, after Friday, it lightens up. Saturday and Sunday, the weekend looks good. Moon goes into Leo, and what does it do? I think we get a sextile to Uranus, sextile to Mercury. We have some very nice aspects on Saturday and Sunday, and then next week, it's a very good time. I'd say Friday is the only really knockout kind of a time where you may need to stand for yourself. You may need to, really put out that your needs are important, and your fears need to be recognized, and not be manipulated, coerced, exploited, or dominated by, some partnership demands or the work and the boss. We do, the opposition to Pluto in Capricorn does bring up employment issues. Yeah. So hold your own there on Friday, take the weekend off, and relax. I think that's pretty good enough for now. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Moon goes into Virgo, and I'll talk about, the square next week. So I wish you the very best. this weekend, and with this solar eclipse, again, listen and create and feel the new cosmic galactic, impetus. Let your imagination run wild and create that in your life. Have a wild life. It's fun. Aloha, and I'll talk to you next week.